there, this is Malorian. This is going to be a War Machine Battle Report, 50 points, and I'm trying out some Circle just for a little bit of a change here, but I'm not doing Ikaya. Pretty much every game I've done has been with Ikaya, but I'm going to give Kromac a try now. You know, I got my second Stalker. That's pretty much what you need to run him, according to the internets, but yeah, we'll see how he does for me. So what I'm running is Kromac with two Stalkers, a Getorix. Okay, there's some silly things here, but there's a Gorax, there's a Gnarlhorn, there is the Werewolf. Now that's really because I had 1 point left over, and I forgot my Gallows Groves at home. You know, a Gallows Grove or a Bellower's Crew, you know, either of those things could have really done well, but hey, this is all I really had. I also brought the two Griffins. There's the Scarfell Griffin and also the Razorwing. Looking at this, you know, I'd probably like to change out the two Griffins for another heavy, but the way it was, actually, in fact, that Razorwing to begin with in my list was supposed to be a Winter Argus, because, you know, with adding the two armor onto Getorix from the spell, I thought with the Winter Argus Animus, oh, that'd make it even better. But it's self, so it's useless, so out it goes, and then comes Razorwing, because at least I haven't used it before, and we'll see what happens. Anyway, on the other side there, we have Retribution, and it's going to be Issyria, or however you're supposed to say her name, running a Aspis and also the Hyperion. On the left, there is that dude there running the Griffin. He has his Rifleman with UA, he has his Halberdiers with UA and Solus Escort. He has the two Assassins back there. He also has the Arcanist, or the little mechanic guy, and Silas is with her as well, and as well the Thane. The scenario here is first 1 to 5. There's no kill box. You get 1 for dominating the close zone, 1 for controlling the far zone, 2 for dominating it, and 1 for destroying the enemy objective. And this is the objective where if you have a solo within 4 inches, it gives out Fearless to its command range. So looking at this here, I decided to go for first turn because I really want to get up the board and be threatening. I really see this as a really good matchup for myself. The whole thing where I'm going to be putting up, the boosted attacks onto the Stalkers, and with the Warpath move, and with all the guys he has in Berserk, yeah, I really think that, having one Stalker on each side just means he's going to lose all of his infantry. Meanwhile, he has a lot of points put into the Hyperion. I can probably get in there and mess it up if I can get 2 heavies into it at once, especially with Getorix there and Primal. The Assassins will be a little bit of an issue, but he's actually decided to put them in the back as kind of like a reserve force. Normally he's been putting them in the front and they get kind of like tied up or killed, so now he's going to kind of hold them back, engage, and then use them kind of more of a counterattack. So I get the first turn, and I have 7 beasts, so that means, hey, we can all run up, and there we go. I put up all my upkeeps, so Invariable Resolve or whatever. The +2 armor is on the Getorix, the boosted attacks is on the right Stalker, and Warpath is on Kromac. And I'm really spreading out here, making sure I'm getting Prowl on my Stalker, so I have Stealth, and really just waiting to see which one of his guys move up, because then I can counter. And really, too, looking at his deployment, it looks like he's really going on the left side, so if I can really get up there and kill all those Halberdiers, I'm pretty sure I can start scoring on the right zone. So he gets first turn, and he is rushing up. He has the Reform on the Halberdiers as well, so they Shield Guard, move up, and reform over. She puts on the spell, so they're +2 armor as well, and Fearless, so they're pretty good for armor, but even then, Stalkers are killing them on 5s, even without warping for strength, and so with him being that forward, I really had to gauge this distance for a while, because it looked really close to me whether I was going to get in or not. I could always put on the Bounty Animus from the Gnarlhorn. I mean, that's why it's here. But if possible, it'd be nice to not do that. But anyway, I also wondered too if I should be going after his Colossal already, because if I start getting some Warpaths up, I could really get on it. But I figured no, it's a little bit too early for that. The other thing I want to do here on the left side is with a Warpath, or if, again, it looks really close, whether I can make it even without Warpath, charging in, killing the dude there running the Griffin on the left side, warpathing over and then sprinting over after I'm done, basically, to tie up all the riflemen. And I mean, if I get this pulled off now, he'll be in a lot of trouble. So everything works well over here, and I pretty much kill everything. I leave the one UA champ there with one box, so what are you gonna do? But yeah, pretty much this was pretty devastating. Just getting in here, war pathing up even farther. Like I said, I did have to put on the bounding in order to get the +2, which actually helped as well because the +2 to hit negated his set defense. But yeah, I pretty much killed all the halberdiers except for the UA. And then over here, I did not put on bounding and did not make it. So failed charge, and really I am doing nothing over here. I am just over here waiting to get my butt kicked and shot, and yeah, a little bit of a mistake. So overall, what I do then to try and make up for that is I fly up the Razor Wing Griffin just to kind of get in the way and cause some activation issues. I have up the Gnarlhorn there just to kind of deal with if an assassin runs up, I can countercharge him and maybe get lucky. The Getorix is holding back, so I can do, you know, a countercharge if needed. I have up my Bestial, so that's going to be causing him issues for no magic and stuff. And as well, I have the Warwolf and the Scarfell Griffin on the right, ready to kill whatever he puts in there to tie up the zone. Because really, with all the focus or fury that I put out there, the right stalker's probably going to be going crazy. So on his turn, he charges over here at these guys, and I really regret not killing that UA because he does 6 damage on his own. And then we realized that looking at his cards and the points, you know, to his credit, this is the store owner, and so he was making his list while a bunch of people were coming to buy stuff and talk to him. And it turns out he didn't have the 2 assassins. He actually just had Narm. So he randomized which one to replace it for. Turns out it's over here, and that works out really well for me. So otherwise, he moves down with his rifleman to get some shots. I decide that probably he's going to be able to pull off the order of activations anyway, and the Gnarlhorn's going to die, which is okay. So I go and do my counter slam. That kills 2 riflemen, which overall just helps me more, because if he can't kill the Razor Wing, he has to dedicate more to getting it killed. And then after Narn comes over and kills the Razor Wing and sprints over, then Hyperion comes over and does its attacks, and he has some whiffage. He's needing 6s to hit, and he missed enough that I stayed alive. And yeah, I really was surprised with that. And then even after, he's like, oh, I forgot that with the Issyria or whatever, I get an extra attack. So she does that, makes the extra attack, misses. So, you know, this store owner is renowned for his bad dice. And yeah, I'm going to have another heavy alive because of it. So otherwise, really what happens is he tries to do a little bit of damage to the stalker on the left, doing some shots into him, but you know, after things charge in there, it's really not that great a dice. And he does a little bit of damage, but man, I think it was like maybe just like 5 or 6 boxes total from 6 of the riflemen shooting on him and the Griffin and the other Jack Marshall there. Yeah, wasn't very much at all. So looking at this, he did stop me from scoring on the right side. However, it's going to be very easy to kill that stuff and to dominate it or control it as I wish. I would love to try and destroy the Hyperion, but I'm pretty sure I'm not going to be able to. So really, I'm going to have to just soften it up and then come back later. So that's what I do. I pull off the fury I can. The right stalker freaks out and kills the Thane that was over there. Come in with the Warwolf. He kills one of the models going with the Griffin. It kills the other one. So those guys are all nice out of the way. And all that's over there now is the Soulless Escort. Otherwise, here on the left side, I come over with the Stalker because I can with Reach, go for Berserk. And unfortunately, I mean, needing to go after Defense 13 is not all that easy. So after having to buy a lot of things to restart my Berserk after it fails a bunch of times, I do kill quite a few of the Riflemen and then boost an attack to make sure I kill the Field Marshal as well. So he did pretty good this time. I put up Primal onto the Getorix, put up this is actually with Kromac, and I had to heal off one of the aspects from the Gnarlhorn as well. And then I charge my own Warp Wolf to get over to the right zone to dominate. Then the Gorax comes up, puts Primal on the other one, whichever one I did, it's on the other one. They come in. I kill one more rifleman and do lots of damage so that I pretty much destroy the whole left side, and then do a little bit of damage to the right side too. Plus I killed Narn. So overall I did pretty good here. I scored 2 points. I am kind of worried that Kromac, okay, this was a mistake. Really, at the end of my turn, I should have cast Bestial. I should have popped my feet, and then I would have been, tougher because I'm in beast mode. Plus, I could have more fury on me for transfers. But I didn't do it, and now I'm a little bit worried that he could get something to me. It's going to be difficult for him to get the Hyperion to me because he'd probably have to take a free strike. He's having to deal with the wall. If he doesn't get, well, he has to deal with the wall no matter what. So, I'll be defense 16. He's needing boosting to hits. I have 3 transfers anyway, so I'm probably all right. But, I'm just a little bit worried. So on his turn, he does his thing, and there's actually not all that much he can really do. He's kind of bogged down. He does some shots into the Gorax, does a little bit of damage, tries to attack the left Stalker, a little bit of damage. The biggest thing is a Hyperion, because he puts 3 on the Hyperion, 3 on the Aspis, and between its attacks and the free one from Issyria as well, he's able to kill the Gnarlhorn, although I should say that it started off with her free attack, and he misses, and he has some misses, and yeah, it has some bad times. So he does a little bit of damage to the Getarex, but really not even close to the damage I thought it was going to be. Either way, it doesn't really matter because when I go and frenzy with him, he's going to have to kill a little rifleman that's right by him. But even though the mechanic came up and fixed him for 5, I'm pretty sure on my turn I could just go and primal up the one of the other stalkers and finish him off that way. So feeling pretty good that I could even still deal with the Hyperion. But then the Aspis comes at me, and yeah, it whiffs as well. He misses his boosted charge attack, boosts his second initial, misses that too. And really, even though I'm trying to think of a way to kill the Hyperion, there's really no need. I just need to kill this Aspis and the objective, and I win. So that's really what I do. Go over with the Stalker, it kills the objective. Come over and do some attacks with the War Wolf and with the Griffin, just to kind of get some stuff in there. And then it's just dice after dice after dice as I go through all my attacks to Kromac. Feet go into my beast mode and then buy even more attacks. And the Aspis goes down, and I win by scenario. So overall, I was pretty, I liked Kromac. He does some neat things. Clearly, I need to get better with Warpath. You can do a lot more shenanigans there with the movement. And, I killed so many guys with that one Stalker to begin with on the Halberdiers. But I just wasn't thinking of Warpathing other models while that was happening. So that's something I have to remember. Also, just trying to keep my guys safe. Because, hey, it's not like Ikaya. I don't have stealth on, so I have to be a little bit more careful with him. And for some list changes, definitely after this game, I picked up a Pure Blood. So with that, I'll be able to go up and do a spray. So even if I'm in this instance where I'm pretty far away, I can actually go up and trigger Warpath from a spray, and that will help me a whole lot. Plus, that heavy is going to do better than the Griffin. And as well, I don't know about this Warwolf. It actually did pretty good for me. It's only 1 point. It's basically with Gang, Mat 8, and Pow 13. It's not too bad for 1 point. So anyway, there you go. There's my game. Always love to hear your thoughts. Oh, another thing to add too is we realized at the end that my opponent made a little bit of a mistake as well. That he thought Issyria, whatever her name is, Issyria, that her feat was just for shooting, but I guess it does combat as well. I don't know, Rhett, but that definitely could have helped him a lot. So either way, both of us trying some new things and learning along the way, and hopefully you guys had fun watching it. Bye.